All right, children. Yeah. This is the deal. When you come to those were the days, we do the talking, not you. There you are. Good morning and welcome. Those were the days. We're going to look back in history for just a few minutes. Most of you heard this story, but we'll tell it again because it doesn't change. And that was years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I was standing at the counter looking at a red rose that was on the counter and the obituary of the person. And I was reading the obit, and a man came up and sort of looked over my shoulder. So I moved it over so he could read it also. And he said to me, "Isn't it too bad that we have to wait till we see the rose before we know anybody's story?" And I thought, I can do something about that. I had a TV program for many, many years in St. Louis of interviews. And so that's how we became. So I decided, before the rose, wouldn't that be nice? Well, some people didn't think it was very nice, and they made themselves very clear. So we then this other idea came up. This is, how did we get here? And those were the days that brought us. So that's the history. Now today, this is number 65 person that's sat in this chair. So we've covered a lot of ground, a lot of you, and I hope more of you. So this morning, obviously, it's our own Ariel. And there's a story to that, in that early in the summer, probably in May, in fact, everybody got a little Post-it note. Some of you were here, and you wrote down the name of one, maybe two, but never more, of a staff person, because we normally, of course, are about the residents. And so I tallied up those, and then for the last 2 months, now third month, we've had a staff person of your choosing. We had Motria, we had Bill. No, we didn't have Bill. We had Motria, Bill, that's right, and today Ariel. So that's the history, and then we'll be back to residents, some of you, in the future. So welcome, Ariel, and thank you for.
I can't believe you guys wanted to hear about me. I'm not that interesting, but thanks.
She's told me that I'm the most boring. I've never done anything, never been anywhere, never do anything. We'll be out of here in 10 minutes. So we'll prove you wrong.
Okay.
All right. Ariel, start with your name. How did it's unusual.
Tell us. It is, yes. So a lot of people think I was named after the Little Mermaid. I'm not. I'm actually older. I'll be 40 this year, so I am older than that movie.
Any of you remember 40?
Yes, I will be 40. So my mom, when she was a little girl, she used to watch a TV show called Thundar the Barbarian, and the sidekick was Princess Ariel. And it was her favorite name, and so it stuck, and that's how I got Ariel. Thank goodness it wasn't the other sidekick was Eucla.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad I got Ariel.
I think you did well.
Yes, yes. So that's where it came from.
Did the kids at school ever make a nickname for you? Did you?
No, but I constantly got the, where are your fins? Where's your, shells? Where's your Little Mermaid? People walk by and sing the song to me.
Oh, all right. You want to sing for us?
I don't want to scare you.
You have a bunch of letters after your name. And when all of us get your emails, it says Ariel Nance and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I don't know. How did those come to be, and what's your path?
it kind of found me actually. So I knew from early on that I wanted to be a physical therapist, and my dream job was to work for the NFL. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a physical therapist for the NFL. And so I went to college, and I pounded out a lot of classes. I was doing 18 courses every semester, 18 hours, because I wanted to get into grad school and go the PT route. And so I switched my major 3 times, and I ended up in rec therapy because it had the most prerequisites to get into PT school.
You got to talk a little slower because we hear a little slower.
Got it.
Just a little slower.
So took recreation therapy because it had more prerequisites to get into the PT program. And so I went in for that route, did it all, and then I met a man in the Army.
Oh, here goes the story.
And so I did not go to PT school. I ended up getting my certification as a certified therapeutic recreation specialist. And there are 4 states that you have to be licensed. So I also had to take my licensure. So I had to pass the state boards. It took me twice. I don't test well. And so I am also a licensed recreation therapist. And then I took an additional class, and I am a certified dementia engagement specialist.
Oh my goodness.
So I have all of those prerequisites. And so when you see me taking classes, those are to get my CEUs so I can continue to practice, maintain my licensure.
I didn't realize there were that many divisions in that area.
Yes. I spent the majority of my time in mental health, not my own, but working in inpatient psych.
Yeah. All right. Did you go away to school? Did you?
I did. I went to Western Carolina University in
some
mountains.
of you, how many of you gone there? Some of you have been.
I did. I went to Western Carolina. It's near Asheville. It's in Cullowhee. And so I went there. And then after Western, I moved to Fort Bragg and lived in Fort Bragg for a while. And then I started my journey in adolescent behavioral health. And I did that. It was a residential treatment facility. And so I did that for a few years. And then I moved into working for the government. And so I worked for Park and Rec for 9 years for people with disabilities.
Had to have full words. Park and
Recreation for Mecklenburg County.
Yeah, okay.
And I worked with them for people with disabilities. And so I specialized with early intervention and people with Parkinson's. And so I did a lot of stuff there, wrote an article that got published nationally.
Okay, talk about that. Let's devier of it.
Yeah, so when I was at Park and Rec, I had a lot of experience there. I won for 3 years, Best New Program of the Year, for different stuff that I partnered with the Panthers and did a Challenger cheerleading group for girls with disabilities and got awarded for that. And then I wrote a grant that got taken up by Disney. And I got a sensory-friendly tiny house that I helped to build from the ground up for underprivileged communities and people with disabilities, and it travels around Mecklenburg County still.
Boring. Keep going.
And then when I was also there, I was really big into early intervention. So I don't know how much you know about with the school system. Kids can't get physical education until you're in kindergarten. And so preschool children aren't getting any type of physical education program. They get to go outside and play, but that's it. And so I'm a firm believer in early intervention and gross motor skills and that social development. And so I wrote an article on it, and I did a lot of work going into the school system. I started a program there, and it started with 65. And when I left, I was seeing 560 kids a week. And I wrote an article about how important early intervention is and how we need to start with the kids. And the state picked it up. And then and then it became national. So I got a letter from the National Park and Recreation Association asking if they could publish it. And then they brought me on as a speaker at their national conference. Yeah.
For you. No, I don't think that's boring. Yeah.
So yeah, so I had a lot of really good experiences there, and I yeah, it was a really good time. I learned a lot there, and I got to experience a lot. And then I needed a little break again, so I very dumbly went back to psych. And so I worked at Presbyterian Maine on Hawthorne, Presby, Maine, and I worked for 4 years in inpatient psych doing group and individual therapy. And I worked on dual diagnosis. So I worked with people who have a mental health diagnosis as well as addiction. So when they came in and when they left was a completely different experience. So I did therapy individually and group with them. And to be honest with you, that's how I ended up here at the Pines. Is it became very dangerous, and I wasn't comfortable anymore. And
Wait, talk about that. What does that mean?
what do you mean?
Dangerous in what way?
Physically, we were getting, in our therapy department, we were getting concussions. We were being attacked. They were asking things of us that were very uncomfortable. One day they had me and it was supposed to be another female tech, take 15 men upstairs to the gym, and she was not able to go. So a nurse went with me. This was my closing. This is the day that made me decide I was ready to go. Is a male nurse went with me, and we were up there, and a patient, he lost it and grabbed the fire extinguisher off the wall and busted through the glass and tried to escape, and we had to tackle him. And so take him down. And that was I realized that's not what I went to school for.
Okay.
And so that's where I started applying. And then this is where I came, which has its own fun story.
All right, let's go.
So when I came to the Pines, I applied to a bunch of different places, and I needed out. I was ready for a change. I needed out. I needed to go somewhere else. 2021 was a really tough year for me. I got divorced after 14 years of being married. I lost my mother unexpectedly, and then my only other relative was my grandfather, and he passed 12 weeks later. So I had a very, very rough year in 2021. And then the Pines kind of saved me. You guys did. And
I think we like you.
Yeah. I love y'all. And so I can't, people ask me sometimes how long I'm going to stay, and I say until I get a room. I mean, like I don't plan on going anywhere, preferably a villa. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I know I should get on the list now. But I got this call from Wendy, and she said, I'm looking at your resume, and she was sitting on the side of the road. She was going to see Charles, actually. She was going over there because he had been going through a bunch of stuff. And she's like, I'm going to see a staff member, and he's got this stuff, and we're going to go visit him. But I saw your resume, and I wanted to call you. So she's sitting on the side of the road talking to me. And she said, can you come in on Saturday for an interview? And it was so awkward. It was so informal. And I came in the process, a lot of, I'm sure for the Pines, is you come in and we interview with our potential manager, and then you interview with a team, and then you interview with residents. I didn't do any of that. So I came in and on a Saturday, and I started touring. So we're walking around, and I helped a resident move in. I was walking around with Wendy, just doing everything. And then I met the sweetest lady, Julia Rozelle.
There she is.
We were talking, and it must have only been 15 minutes. And we were having this sweetest conversation, and I had a great time with her. And then I walk out to my car, and I hugged Wendy, which was so inappropriate. I hugged her, and then I got in the car, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this is my job. Like, how do I have to get this job. Like, I have to get this job. And I knew it was going to be a process. And this was on this was a Saturday, and I knew it was going to be a long process. And I didn't know if I was going to get it or not. Wendy called me the next day and offered me the job. And she said, that we had skipped, that we were going to skip the rest, and that she had talked to a resident, Julia Rozelle, and Julia basically told her to hire me. And so now I was hired in May. I'll be here 3.5. I've been here 3.5 years. And every May I go to Julia for my review.
Yeah.
So
thank you. Thank you, Julia.
so because of Julia, I feel like I'm here. So it was a very sweet, very fun day. And I remember it very clearly.
I bet you did. Sure. Stand up. We got to see you. Hear you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I get a raise?
Is the job, it has evolved. Talk about, is the job that you do now what you came to do or expected to do, or how's it changed, or has it changed?
I had no idea what I was going to be doing, because when Wendy was all over the place, whenever I came in, I was taking her job and she was moving to the director position. So it would just kind of be on the fly in the middle. She'd be like, I need you to go do so-and-so. I'm like, no, I don't know who that is, but okay. So it has definitely evolved, but I plan all of the activities. I plan all of our speakers. I work with you guys to develop different programs. I'm part of the activities committee. I've went and got someone cat food before. This is a true story. I helped someone re-pierce their ear once in the hallway. You never know. That's part. And Bill says this all the time about how that's resident services. That's what we do. So there's nothing that I wouldn't do for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's nothing I wouldn't do. So
have you completed, as far as you know, have you completed your schooling at your classroom work?
I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing. Fun thing about me, this is so useless, but this is so nerdy. I am a level 1 certified archery instructor. And I am also certified to teach adapted tango for people with Parkinson's.
Look at the future is limitless, simply limitless.
So I have I'm willing to learn all kinds of things. Anything that's new to me or exciting, I want to be part of. So I don't think schooling's ever going to be done for me. I'm not going back for a long time. Not going back, but like extra classes, extra things I want to learn.
Okay. Let's go way back in time now. Now we're going to make you a little girl. Did you, what was your family like? What can you say about?
Well, so I don't want to get emotional with you. Don't make me cry.
Oh, okay.
So I'm biologically an only child. My mom and my father, they separated and divorced when I was 4. So I was born in West Virginia, and I lived there till 4, and then I call Monroe home. So I am from Monroe, Union County, and it was just me and my mom for a while. So she and I were very, very, very close. She was my best friend. And then she got remarried when I was 8. And so I do have 3 stepbrothers who I call my brothers. The youngest one was 8 months when I met him, and he's 32. So he knows no life without me.
Yeah.
So I I was blessed to get the boys in that relationship. But yeah, biologically an only child.
And I know that you serve meals every night at home, not to a child. Talk about.
I do. I have two great white Pyrenees, Zach and Kelly. Well, I call her Kelly No because she's always Kelly No, Kelly No. And so she thinks her name is Kelly No. They're both rescues. Zach has cancer right now, so he is on chemo, and I make their meals, which I finally stopped that because it was making me crazy. So one crock pot of food fed one dog a day.
Ooh.
And yeah, and so because they get 6 cups a day, 3 and 3, and so it was becoming overwhelming, and so I no longer, now they just have a special diet. But and Zach will only take his food with whipped cream. So yes, very involved with my kids at home. I have no children, but I do call them my little babies.
I think you must. Yeah. Yeah. What do you see as the future for your department, your activities here at the Pines? Because people say, those of us that have been here a long time have seen such a transformation in your department and in the options that we have. People complain that there's too many options. Well, that's a nice problem to have. Joanne, are you in agreement with that?
Well, that was my goal when I came on, is I wanted it to be where you had to choose between, so many things that you wanted to go to. And I realized that we have a younger group coming in too. So I think that we need to target that group also. And so we're trying to get more of a variety of programs for people. And honestly, I see myself here a very long time. So I'm hoping to move up the ladder.
Sure.
And continue to provide programs that I can. And I work with a lot of you directly, just when people come in with an idea, and they'll come in and then we'll make it happen. So
you pick the movies?
I wish that I could say I did. Some of them I do, but Charlotte Vaughn gives me so many great ideas. And Warren Collins is also very helpful in movies. And so but I'm open to suggestions, please. So if you have any movies, send them to me.
Okay. Do you, what is your schedule like? Because I know you're here nights sometimes.
I don't have a typical schedule.
No.
So I keep it on my door.
What's a day?
I keep it on my door. So if it's not an act, so every activity we have, every concert, all those things, I will be there. And so it'll be there at night. I'll be there on the weekends. So I don't have a typical 9 to 5, which I like that. And I like to be able to be involved and come to those activities. And I'm so sorry sometimes when we have bad ones and I don't realize that, because some of these singers that come in, I don't realize, but I have saved you guys, because there have been people that wanted to come in and to advertise their children as like ventriloquists, and they come into all kinds of requests, that random things that have come in, and I was like, I can't put you guys through that.
Thank you.
And I will vent some people too. I'll vet them out, watch them, but yeah, I don't want to put you through something terrible.
Well, you've got a winner coming next Monday night.
Oh yes, I hope that you're able to come. She's my favorite. Have any of you seen Lauren Jade?
Some of you have. She's been here before, at least once.
Yes, she did a Carnival. She worked for Carnival Cruise Lines, and she is amazing. She performs at the Blumenthal. She's just wonderful. She's a good performer. She's fun. She's great. So
gorgeous.
Next Monday night, if you're available, it's a concert to see for sure.
Yeah.
We have a lot coming up. There's a lot more musicians that are coming in. Where somebody recommended, and I get a lot of those from residents too. The Johnsons had seen somebody that they performed at the Davidson market, and he's coming in and doing folk music. So he'll be in here in September. We have another harpsichordist. is coming in to perform for you. Also, I partnered with the Pine Lake Prep Academy, and they're going to come and teach Spanish. So we're going to start having Spanish classes, Spanish 101, if you're interested in that. And they're going to teach the basics, which I thought would be also good to be able to communicate with different people around campus, might be able to help you a little bit.
Yeah. Very good. I had a question and I forgot what it was. Joanne, stand on your feet.
I did. You're right. I did. I partnered with someone, a music therapist who's going to be doing, we're going to start therapeutic drumming. So we will be doing it on 2 different days at 2 different times to be able to give different people options to come. And the drums are provided. So it'll be the first Tuesday of every month at 2, and then the third Wednesday of every month in the morning. That way it'll give you double, if it doesn't work with your schedule.
Have any of you, some of you, I think, have done some of the drumming classes here? How many of you? Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah, so we're gonna, yes, do therapeutic drumming. I did that whenever I worked with the kids before, and they loved it. It was great, very therapeutic. So
it's
gonna
very
get that going.
aerobic too. I was surprised that it went all through my system in a welcome way.
She's actually the music therapist over in healthcare, so people might know her because she's done some services for us. Her name's Meredith.
Do you know who that is?
So she's going to be bringing her interns, and they'll be doing drumming with us.
Yeah. So we don't have a day. Don't have a day that
she's starting. We're starting the first week of September.
No, your day.
My day.
Just a typical day, and then we're saying we don't have a typical day. Well, give me a random day. What was yesterday?
Yesterday. What was yesterday?
And you're 40.
Oh gosh, I'm 39.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be 40 in November.
November. All right.
Yeah, it's all over the place. We have meetings, and then I spend a lot of time one-on-one with residents. Marnie and I spend quite a bit of time working on birthday dinners the other day, yesterday. I guess that was yesterday. And
no, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, we work on it ahead of time. Right? She's my little sidekick, helps me get all this stuff done, and she's the one that comes to you when you don't RSVP. But yeah, so it's a lot of planning. I don't know if y'all know, but I do all the planning for our holiday dinners. So all of that goes through me. All of the Memorial Day, Veterans Day, all of those programs, those go through me also. So I plan all of those. Any big event that we have, I do all of those. Whenever we have the festivals that are with the team members, I speak on your behalf. So when we had our first meeting the last time, they were talking, it was so hot outside, and they were talking about wanting to have yard games and all kinds of random things out there. And I said, they are not going to want to stand in the heat out there with no AC, no. So I I advocate for you. So in addition to those things, I am your advocate.
All right. Questions? Anybody have questions or comments you want to add? Yes.
When you said the preschool kids, I forget the right word, was intervention. Is this kids, random selection of kids, or kids who perhaps look like they might be having problems?
It's both. So what I did was I did inclusion. So I became the inclusion specialist. So I did both typical setting and then neurodivergent as well. So it would be both. They have inclusive classes. So you have kids with a disability or kids who are high risk behaviors in with the general population. But yeah, preschool kids don't get any type of early intervention. They don't get any, which is where I'm very passionate about it. It's where that's your foundation. And so they don't get anything on balance or, any of those skills. And so I would go in each week I would, it was a lot. I would go in and do, I would go to 4 different schools, and I had 4 other people working under me going to different schools as well, because I couldn't cover the grounds. And you would just go class to class. They would just come, each class would come out, and you would just do the whole routine with each class, and did that for a while. And then I joined up with the Special Olympics. And I started Young Athletes, which is a program for kids with disabilities or at high risk that are able to get that early intervention, balance, strength, those type of classes.
You've been busy those 39 years. Yeah. Anybody else?
I tell you, yeah, it's been all over. I do have to tell you though, I've had a situation where I could say I loved the people that I worked with, or I loved the general population that I was, but I've never been able to say both until being here.
Really?
Yeah. I love the residents. That's why I'm here. I love the residents, and I also have the best team.
Who is your team?
So I work with Ashley, Rebecca.
Where's Ashley? Ashley's here.
Ashley, Rebecca.
Rebecca's not here.
Ben, who just had his baby.
Yeah.
Bill, and Emily now, and Joanne now.
And that's not transportation, that's resident services.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Emily and Joanne, they're joining us, and they haven't been here that long, but all of us were very, 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 very close. So I feel very blessed to have the team that I have that has my back, and then, and I have the same for them. And then you guys, I've made family here. I don't have any biological family left. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of felt like an orphan coming here, and now I feel like I've just gained a whole entire family. So I'm very grateful for you guys that you've given me home. So I'm very grateful.
One year we had 3 of the wait staff from the summer, the high school kids, for the interview. And one of the boys said, my question was, what have you learned about yourself and about older people from having worked here? And one guy said, I got 400 grandmothers. All right. Anybody else want to make a comment? Want to have anything to say? All right. If not, yeah, Carol. Huh?
Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
Yes. She has magical powers that she has not mentioned.
Okay, it's your turn, and tell us.
I was on my way to go grocery shopping one day, and I was passing the 900 building, and she was walking along. Ariel was walking along, and I turned because I wasn't sure from the back who it was. And I turned, and I saw it was Ariel, and she was walking towards where no parking or parking only on. And I thought, oh, she must have her car parked over here. So I went on, and I went to the store, and I walked into parked down at Harris Teeter, and walked in, and by God, there she was.
Yeah.
Already with a car. And I thought, how'd she do that? I think I figured it out, but I'm serious. I thought she had like a Mary Poppins thing.
I was probably getting flowers for the birthday dinner. I started making it saved us a lot of money doing that. So I switched I started making all of our flowers at our birthday dinners, and probably was that.
Well, my goodness. Yeah, Sharon.
Well, while you're doing flowers, we had a good idea. A little pink rose for Ben's baby. We put up the desk. We put up a birth just one time on the desk or somewhere. Because everybody's curious, what's the baby look like? We want to see it.
Well, we asked Ben if we could, and he did send us a picture. So yes, Birdie Lou Patterson. She was born at 5 a.m. on Saturday morning.
No, we don't.
You never know.
All right, yeah, sure. Charlotte.
Oh, so there's a picture of her. Oh, yes, that's the picture we have. Mhm.
Yeah,
She said in front of the fitness center. Yeah,
yeah,
and the multiple.
yeah. Must be like the Pines had a baby, it seems as though, yeah. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Ariel, thank you. You're not boring. You're not. Did you? Yeah.
This is probably wildly unfair. I'd like to put in a plug for English country dancing.
That's not wildly unfair. I told you I was an archery instructor, right?
Well, that-
You name it, I will do it. I'm really trying to get a I'm really trying to get us a trip to where we go to the beach for Shag Fest.
oh,
And-
where, Lynn, here you go.
So yeah, they do it, and it'll be like 4 days that we would go and we would stay on the strip and be involved in all of the activities that are happening for Myrtle Beach shagging.
All right. Well,
That is something that's coming up that I want to do is a lot more overnights. So just so you know, that's in the works is to because now we found out our bus can go places and we can do things. So
you mean out of the state, you mean?
yes.
Yeah, so that's the first
and
time.
so we obviously if it's far, we would want to charter so it'd be comfortable for you. But that is in the works of looking into overnights like Savannah and Charleston and some overnight visits and hanging out together. And of course, you need a chaperone because y'all are crazy out there, and you're gonna. So I have to go too.
You're the chaperone.
I
huh?
have to go because I have to keep you in line.
Yeah.
So we will trip together. We will go on a trip together.
Trip to light, fantastic.
Mhm.
Thank you. The market players are playing. What are we called?
The marketplace musicians.
Thank you. Are playing, Joan, at tonight at 5. So if you can add that to your walk to the dining room or walk from the dining room, join us. And thank you for being here. Thank you, most of all. You're not even a little boring.